Welcome to Homework Lib.
Okay, so here white light reflects from the normal incidence from the top and bottom surface of a glass plate here. So the top and the light that reflects from the top is reflecting from a denser medium, so there is change in phase, and the light that is reflecting from the lower surface is reflecting from a rarer medium, so there is no change in phase. So the condition for constructive interference, in this case when one of the waves reflecting waves changes phase, is that the path difference should be equal to m plus 1, sorry, m plus half, m plus 1 by 2 times the wavelength inside the glass, right? Now, the path difference, that if we consider this to be the total thickness be t, so the path difference between the two reflecting waves will be 2 times t. So 2t will be equal to m plus half. Now what is the uh, wavelength in glass? So that is actual wavelength divided by the wavelength in glass is the refractive index of glass, right? Now constructive interference is observed for which light is wavelength 477 nanometers. So what we can say is that 2t should be equal to m plus half, and lambda is 477 by n, right? So this is one equation. Again, the question says that if the next longer wavelength, so the next longer wavelength is for the value of this value will be less than 1, right? So the next longer wavelength 2t should be equal to m plus half minus 1, right? As m decreases, wavelength increases. So the next one is minus 1. So, and in this case, when the next one, at the next one, there is the wavelength, uh, there is constructive interference, right? So that wavelength is 540.6 upon m, right? So this is our equation 2. Okay, so to find out the thickness of the plate, what we can do is divide. We have two equations and we have two variables m and t. So this is basically solving these equations. So how to solve these equations? So divide equation 1 and 2, you get 540.6 upon 477 equals to m plus half upon m minus half, right? So if you cross multiply and calculate the value of m, this gives m equal to 8. So to find out t, so we plug in this value of m in equation star. So t equals to m plus half lambda by twice n, right? So this is lambda here. So this gives me t equals to, what is m? 8 plus half of, now what is lambda? 477 upon n. What is n? 1.52. So if you calculate this, this turns out to be t equals to 1333.71 nanometers, because we have kept 477 in nanometers. So this in simple form comes out to be 1.33 micrometers, and hence this should be the thickness of the glass. And hence this ends the solution for this question.